So, episode 5 of WandaVision was, like, insane watching this one. So, let's start at the beginning. And again, this is full spoilers like every other WandaVision episode. Always spoilers. But, in this one, it's now in the era of Full House in the 1980s, where it feels like Family Ties, but the house looks like Full House, where Vision and Wanda are now in the 80s, and they've got, again, a lot of alludes to, like, Full House, which is really hilarious, since Elizabeth Olsen is sisters with Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. And I saw that Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, like, it's so weird that they've got such a connectivity to that. So seeing their sister doing that in this show, I thought was pretty hilarious. I like that connective tissue of these sisters doing this, but not really doing the same thing, but they're very similar. I thought that was pretty awesome. But looking at the episode itself, I liked how this one blended in both the WandaVision stuff and the real world, the Marvel stuff, like in the current time frame. I liked that you saw Wanda actually went in and stole Vision's body, and apparently that was going to be an ending scene of Avengers Endgame, but they didn't do it, and I'm glad they did, because Avengers Endgame, like, didn't need to have end credits. Like, it was fine ending it that way. Like, if people were done with the Avengers then, that was fine. But they did have this originally as an end credit stinger to Endgame, where Wanda goes in and steals Vision's body, and now Wanda is in this reality that she made her own. So she's in this reality. But the thing I really like, though, like I said, it blends them together, where Wanda literally comes out of this bubble that she's created and is in a regular, like, red outfit that, like, she wears in all the movies. So you can tell that it's really Wanda, like, not in the fake world. And she goes in, or she comes out and threatens everybody right there and says, like, you're not going to stop this from happening. Like, this is my happiness I want back. Because she's lost everybody. She's lost her brother. She's lost Vision. So she goes into this reality where she has them, and I thought that was really cool. And I thought it was really interesting too that the babies are now 5-year-olds, and then they grow into 10-year-olds in this one episode, but Agnes is there and does not act any different, Catherine Hahn. So the thing I'm thinking is that Agnes is like a villain, or some Marvel character, because, like, that's in the comics. Like, I've heard something about that she's probably another witch from the comics, which I know nothing about the comics with this, but apparently that's what the case is, that it might be that Agnes is just a witch connected to Wanda, and I think that's going to be a cool way if they do that, because Catherine Hahn, I want to see her in anything. I love her. She's great. So it'd be cool to have her have an awesome, bigger role. Like, she's great so far in the show, but the show does a very good job of hiding the fact of what everything is going on. And I really like, too, how Vision in this doesn't know anything of his past. He literally is... This is a Vision that is created after Endgame and after Infinity War. Vision was killed in Infinity War. This is a new Vision, and he doesn't understand where he was born from. He doesn't understand why he's there. He just likes Wanda. And I like how in this episode he questions himself and questions her and realizes that she's doing all this. And I like that Vision is now almost against her in a way. And I can see in the next couple episodes there's going to be that aggression between both of them. So Wanda's plan is slowly backfiring and slowly going out of range for everybody. Because, like I said, maybe Agnes is a witch, so maybe she knows already all this stuff, and Vision is already onto it, and they're sending in messages as much as they can through this reality, where Vision realizes now that what he's in. And I think that's really awesome, and I really appreciated just, again, how this one blends both tones together, the TV show and also the TV show, where, like, it's the Marvel part of it, not in Wanda's TV show reality, but I really like the blend of that. I really liked the character progression in this. I liked how Vision realizes this and is going to go crazy, and Wanda's going to go crazy. I think that that's going to be a cool build-up to eventually what's going to happen. And the build-up in this show has just been so fantastic as well. But yeah, pretty much I've gotten everything out of the way except for the last thing. And again, spoilers. So they've mentioned before in this show, her brother, Petrov, Petro, who like was killed in Avengers: Age of Ultron. He gets shot down. He's been dead forever, and at the end of this episode, this is one of the biggest shocking things I've seen in a Marvel thing, because of looking at it from the terms of Marvel and their rights, how Disney has bought all of the Fox properties. So Wanda and Vision are fighting, and then they quit fighting because somebody's at the door. They open the door, and it's Petro, but it's not Aaron Taylor Johnson from Avengers Age of Ultron. It is Evan Peters from X-Men, from the Days of Future Past, Apocalypse, Dark Phoenix. Like, he is in this show now. He is considered in canon with the show. And also Darcy says, like, oh, the actor for Petro has been replaced. Which I don't fully understand yet if that's a nod to they're getting rid of it. Like, Aaron Taylor Johnson isn't coming back. I don't know if he doesn't want to, or maybe it's rights issues, because Marvel had the rights issues whenever they were making Age of Ultron, so that's why Joss Whedon killed off Petro so quickly in that one movie. It's because rights, they couldn't connect it and keep it. Until now, Disney owns all of it, so I really am interested to see where it goes. And he plays, Evan Peters' version of Quicksilver in this, plays like Uncle Jesse from Full House. He's only in like the episode for like 30 seconds, but like his lines already just sound like an Uncle Jesse type character, and that's pretty hilarious. And it works for Evan Peters because I really did enjoy him in those X-Men movies. Like, he did a fine job. Like, I did enjoy him in those. So I really thought that was just a mind-blowing like surprise, even though it's a basic surprise, if that makes sense. Like, I should have expected it because Marvel, like Disney has bought most of the Marvel properties that are Fox. Like, all the Fox stuff is theirs now. So you can bring in this character, this iteration of the character. But I wonder if this is going to bring out the alternate reality thing that hopefully the new Spider-Man's going to do, because we keep getting rumors that every freaking character from every Spider-Man movie is going to be in the third Tom Holland Spider-Man, which, give me all that shit. I want to watch that immediately, because I love I love the Spider-Man films, and seeing them all together would be freaking amazing, and just a fanboy moment I would just like die over watching. Like, that would be so awesome to watch all the Spider-Man characters together, like all three of them, Andrew, Toby, and Tom. Like, that would be great. So I feel like, and I might be wrong in this, but I feel like this means that this is going to connect like alternate realities. And also the next Doctor Strange, which this is going into, is called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So I think it's going to connect and make it to where different characters from different realities are going to show up. And like I said, with the Spider-Man 3, like, they've announced, like, I think they've announced for sure. You can never tell these days with announcements because they're just on news articles, but I guess they've announced that Jamie Foxx from The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is in the new Tom Holland movie. And then I think they announced Alfred Molina. Like, no, they did. They did actually have him, because I know Zendaya did an interview where she said he's great. So those two are in the movie for sure, but those are characters from the other Spider-Man. So I have a feeling WandaVision and Doctor Strange are going to open up this whole world of alternate dimensions. And like I said, with the Doctor Strange title, the Multiverse of Madness, it's going to be connected to multiverses. And even Spider-Man Far From Home even had Mysterio talking about that. But he lied in the end, but still. And then you get J. Jonah Jameson from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. So that, and who knows if he's actually the same character, but that, still, it's cool to see him. So I wonder if they're going to do this alternate reality thing and go even farther, because I love whenever stuff gets connected. Like, I love continuity for stuff, for movies and shows. I really love when they do that, like, so much, especially stuff like Marvel and Star Wars. Like, I'm so excited to see, like, with The Mandalorian, where they go next and how they connect to the outer universe. And I love how Marvel does that too. And Disney has such a great track record of doing really, really entertaining and really fun Star Wars and Marvel properties that they keep going and keep making fresh and entertaining. And like I said, this episode right here is still so entertaining and fresh, and it's one of the best, And like I said, that was just a giant shocker to see X-Men's Quicksilver, not Marvel's Quicksilver, X-Men's. So they've got that connected into the universe now. So we've got a whole playbox of X-Men people to bring into this world, and I hope they do. I hope they bring in like Magneto. That would be awesome, because that, I think in the comics, that is who Wanda and Petro's dad is. I think it is Magneto. I think from what I heard. So like I said, that would be freaking awesome. I can't wait. I'm just geeking out so much about this episode. It's great, and I can't wait to talk about the next one. I've got to wait a whole week. It feels like an eternity, but I love waiting, though, because then I get really excited and anticipated, though, as opposed to like something that is released like all at once, like TV show wise. But that's it for this episode 5 of WandaVision. Loved it. Just a great episode overall. So that's it, and I'll talk to you guys when the next episode airs. See you soon.